channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the James Charles X Morphe palette and trying, being the keyword, to recreate the famous rainbow eye look. If you've never seen that, I will leave a picture of that on the screen right now. If you follow anybody on Instagram, you will have seen that because it's going viral at the moment. So if you don't know who James Charles is, then where have you been? He's an amazing, massive American YouTuber who's done videos with Kylie Jenner and also did Tati's makeup look for her wedding. And he is amazing at doing all of the colourful rainbow eye looks. And that was his inspiration for this palette here. The packaging of the palette, it's white and the packaging, and the actual palette is black, but it has the same design. The words are in this. If I show you like that, you might be able to see with the light. But here is this massively famous photo of the eye look that I would definitely not be able to recreate, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And we'll open it up. I'm going to read you the back and what he's put on the back. It says, "Hi sisters," which is his famous line. "James Charles here and welcome back to my palette. I love glam, but I also have a huge passion for crazy, colourful, outside of the box makeup, and I created this palette with that in mind. I included every beautifully formulated shade necessary to create literally any look you could possibly imagine. I can't wait to see what you come up with when you unleash your inner artist," which is, if you know, the tagline for this palette. So I'm going to open it up. I have opened it up before and had a look because I couldn't resist. I've had it for like 3 days now and just I've been waiting for this moment. Right, okay. So here is the palette. It has the same design as the packaging on it, except this is black and it has Morphe X James Charles with his little signature there. And the first thing you realise when you open the package is how big the palette is. Compared to other palettes, this is huge. Like, it's basically the size of my head, which my head's quite big, so that proves quite how big it is. And this retails at £39, which at first you can think, oh, £39 for a palette is a little bit expensive. However, it has 39 shadows in it, and if you would not pay £1 per shadow for the quality of like James Charles and Morphe. So if you think about it in that, the pricing is actually really fantastic for the amount that you get in it. I'm going to show you the colours now. And a lot of the colours are a lot bigger than what you would normally get as well. So at this top you've got the little tagline that says "Unleash Your Inner Artist," which is in the same design as the words on the front, that little like shiny bit when you move it. And this bit, now this is probably the only thing that, from like looking at it, that is wrong with this palette, because everybody knows how annoying these things are. The palette is that big that he could have printed the names on the palette. However, we have got this little plastic cover on, which is good because it has got the names on. However, I think he could have maybe put them on the palette because it is big enough to have them there. But yeah, I'm going to leave it up there so I know the names of the shadows still. But yeah, that is the only negative thing that I've got to say at the moment, is the plastic cover. Okay, so I think there's 3 shades. I want to swatch the yellow, which is called B, the orange, no, the red, which is called You're Kidding, and the blue. Which blue should I do? See, now I don't know what it's called because it needs to be over. I think it's called, yeah, Playground. So I'm going to swatch the yellow, the red and the blue just to show you how pigmented the colours are. I'm going to swatch them on my wrist for you now. So we'll start with the yellow one, and this is shade B. So I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see it on camera. Oh, it's so pigmented. I'm hoping that you can see this on camera. So we'll go with the red, and this is the shade You're Kidding. You can see that on my finger, that's really pigmented. Wow, definitely going to need a wipe because I'm definitely going to get this everywhere. And the blue, which is called Playground. Put that underneath. Okay, there we go. I think I want to swatch some more. What about this? I think this is called Love That, and this is like a dark plum colour. Oh my goodness, that is so pigmented on my finger. Wow. I really hope you can see that on camera because that is like really pigmented for shadows, and that is just one single swipe of my finger. That isn't even with a brush. So that is really good. I'm going to wipe this off before I get it everywhere. Okay, so based off those swatches, the colours are really pigmented. I'm excited to see if all of them are that pigmented. I did want to do the one on the front of the package and recreate this look. However, although it's using a lot of colours, I wanted to use even more. So I'm going to do 2 different eye looks. I'm going to do I've wrote down what I'm going to do on what eye because I know which eye would work better. I'm going to do my right eye with the blues, greens and purples. I'm going to do my left eye with reds, oranges and yellows, because I really want to try the yellow, which is the bee colour, because if you follow him on Instagram, you would have seen he posted like a honey bee makeup look and it looks really good, and the yellow like stands out really well, so I want to give that a go. Now I'm going to try and recreate this look, and I have never used colour on my eyes. Like, I stick to my warm tones. That is like literally all I ever do with my eyes. However, this is what James Charles wanted. He wanted people to unleash their inner artist, so I'm going to give it a go and try, being the key word. So I don't even think I've got enough makeup brushes to do this, but we're going to try. Okay, let's go. I'm going to start off with this orange shade right here, and this is the shade 518. I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush. I'm using the Real Techniques domed shadow brush, which actually does have a little bit of the red on. I'm going to wipe that actually and try and get as much of that off as possible. Whoa, that is pigmented. Okay, here goes. I already have set my eyes, by the way. I've obviously done my face makeup, and I've put concealer on my eyes and set it with the Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in translucent. So I'm going to go in straight in with this colour without priming. Oh, okay. And I'm going to kind of keep this in the centre of the crease, not taking it too far out or in, because we're going to put other colours there. Okay, that is really pigmented. Right, okay, we're going to go in with Rusted, which is the shade next to it, which is this beautiful. It is kind of like a transition between the two here, which is we're going to go in with the You're Kidding next. So this is kind of like the perfect transition shade. So we're going to go in with Rusted. Dip my brush in there. And I'm going to apply this on the outer V of the eye, just blending into that hopefully nicely. Very nicely. And then I'm going to go in with this bright red, which is the shade You're Kidding. And this is probably has to be one of my favourites in there because this just looks amazing. And I'm going to make sure this is really on the outer V. Okay, that's pigmented. I'm going to bring this more onto the lid than the others as well, because we are going to blend it over a little bit. I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to pick up that yellow shade, and I'm going to place this on the inner corner here. I'm using a lighter pencil, smaller pencil brush, just because it's a smaller area of my eye. Okay, I might use a little bit more of that. Okay, that is really pigmented. Okay, so I'm going to take this yellow again and I'm just going to put that on the inner corner but underneath my eye, and I'm going to do the same as we've done on top, the yellow into the orange into the red. I'm going to repeat that on the, what's that bit called? The underneath of my eye basically, and just follow that around again. I'm going to smoke this out a bit as well, because how big we've got on top, I want to kind of reciprocate that on bottom, otherwise it's going to look really weird. So we're going to go from the yellow B into the orange 518 into the red You're Kidding. Going in with the orange now. Whoa. They do blend really, really easily into each other. I think that's definitely what James was going for because of the whole colourful look, and he knows how hard it is with certain eyeshadows. Like, if I try this with any other, I did not think I'd be able to do it. Going in with the red at the end, and I'm going to join it up to the red that we've put on the top of our lid. I feel like if you do the underneath, it just brings the whole look together because you're joining them at the end here. Okay, so this next eye, I'm looking at a photo now, the photo I put on screen before. He goes from the green to inner corner to blue to purple. So I'm going to try and do this one. This is the one I'm most worried about because these are colours I've never really tried to experiment with on my eyes. So let's go for it. I'm going to go with this green here, which is Social Blade, which is in the far left-hand corner. I've never applied green to my eyes ever. And then I'm going to go in with the blue that we swatched before, which is called Playground, I believe. Yeah, Playground. This is very, very bright. Okay. Wow, that is very pigmented. Okay. Whoa. Do you know what, this actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. I know it doesn't look great, but... Okay, and the last colour I'm going to go in with is the purple. And I'm going to go in with either Escape or Single, but I think Single's a little bit too light. So I think I'm going to go in with Escape, which is this dark purple here. Yeah, I'm going to use Escape. I think that's what he's used on the look that he's done here, because it does look a little bit darker than the colour Single. And we're going to blend that in the outer V, the same way we did with the red on the other eye. Whoa. Some people said they had trouble blending this purple, however I can't see it. Maybe that's just because of the blue I've used is the brighter one. But I think that blends really well actually. I was a bit nervous to do that purple because I thought I'm not good at blending. If it doesn't go well then I've ruined it, but that's actually blended out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Okey-doke. Okay, I think I'm going to go in and put a little bit more blue because I have covered a lot of it up with that purple. We just put a little bit more on the centre. Okay, and I'm going to go in with the smaller brush, and again I'm just going to do the same as the other eye and blend the colours underneath, starting with the green into the blue and then into the purple. I'm really happy with that. Okay, right, moving on into the cut crease before we blend the eyeshadows across the lid. I'm going to do my cut crease with my Lasting Perfection concealer in the shade number 1 Lemon. This is the best concealer I've ever used. It's really good. It's one of their new shades. Now I've run out of brushes to use to put this on. Okay, so I just cut the crease using my concealer, and people I've watched, they just leave the concealer and blend the eyeshadow in. However, I'm looking at the photo of James Charles and it looks like he has got a little bit of a shimmer on it. So I'm going to go in with more colours because that won't hurt, and I'm just going to apply some shimmer colours to the concealer that I've just put on. I think it'll just brighten it up and make the look a little bit more sparkly, which is always a good thing, and I haven't got any more brushes. Okay, we're going to go in with this one. I think I'm going to do the same sparkly shade, and I think I'm going to use 3 across this gold look, which is called So Good. And we can test out the pigment on the sparkly shadows as well. If we do it this way. Wow, okay. I like that. That isn't too sparkly, but it adds like the perfect amount. I think this is maybe what he's used on his picture, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it might be. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with my ring finger and kind of like tap the end of the concealer and blend it into the colours, because I don't want to go in with another brush and add more colour, because I just think it'll pack on unnecessary layers that we don't need. Just going to tap the end of it. Might have to go in with a brush just because of how quickly the concealer dried. There we go, the blues worked really well, just blended into that concealer. Love that. going to use the other finger so I don't smudge blue on the red one. Okay, I was going to go in with eyeliner, however I don't want to ruin it, and I think I will if I do eyeliner, so I'm going to go in just with mascara and curl my lashes. Ooh. Oh, and I'm using the Rimmel London Scandalous Eyes mascara. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit confident, so I'm going to go in with the eyeliner just on the inner corner just to make my lash line look a little bit thicker here. I'm going to have to get close to the mirror, so excuse me if I go out of frame. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with how that's turned out. I did not think I'd be able to do that easily at all. I thought it was going to go horribly wrong. And the colours look so blended out. Like I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. Oh, am I in? I think I'm in. If you look here, you can see how well blended the yellow goes into the orange that goes into the red. And on the underneath as well. And with the green. Like that green was so light when I put it on, but it's still, you can see it blending into the blue and then blending into the purple. Like I am not the best at makeup, I will hold my hands up and say that. But for me, I think that looks pretty damn good. I'm well happy with that. Okay, so I think it's fair to say I wouldn't be going out with 2 different eyeshadow looks on. However, I think this has definitely encouraged me to wear colour a little bit more. Like that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And I think it is definitely because of these colours. Like he has done an amazing job on making sure that these colours are so blendable, which I think is probably the biggest thing he's tried to do because of how much he wants people to wear colour and stuff, and he knows how hard it is to blend and how it can pull people off. I think that is probably one of the hardest things he's worked out with this palette, to make sure the colours are really blendable. And it's fair to say that he has definitely achieved that with how seamlessly blended all of these colours blended together, which is actually crazy. And also the shimmery colour, which was so good, that is beautiful on the lid as well. I'm really, really happy with that. Really happy. So that was my look at using the Morphe X James Charles palette. I am really, really happy with how it turned out. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure you go downstairs. Go downstairs. Oh my goodness. Go downstairs. Go downstairs.
Make sure they go. Yeah, right down there. Yeah.
So that was my look using the Morphe X James Charles palette. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. If you guys did, then make sure you go down and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe while you're there because it's free, and hit the bell because it'll keep you posted on the videos that I will be uploading. And yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys!